Hey y'all, today I want to talk about some common cruise myths and more importantly, what the facts actually say. There's a lot of information out there and not all of it tells the full story. So my goal is to bring clarity, real research, and a little peace to the conversation so you can decide if cruising is right for you.
At Journeys Justified, we turn your cruise travel dreams into unforgettable experiences. Our expert planning takes the stress out of travel so you can focus on creating magical memories with your family.
Before we jump in, I want to say this. Fear has a way of getting loud when we don't have all the information. When we replace rumors with real facts, it allows us to move forward with confidence and enjoy the experiences God places in front of us. I want to start this one carefully because every accident matters. I never want to minimize or dismiss any incident that has happened. Every single one involves real people, real families, and real pain. That said, when we look at the data, accidental falls from cruise ships are extremely rare. Cruise ships have high railings, safety barriers, surveillance systems, and very strict safety rules. Most overboard incidents involve very specific circumstances, not random accidents. Each year, millions of people cruise safely, and understanding the ratio helps put risk into perspective, not to erase tragedy, but to replace fear with facts. This is one I hear a lot, especially from first-time cruisers, but modern cruise ships are designed with advanced stabilizers, and they're larger and heavier than ever, which dramatically reduces motion. And for those who are concerned, things like choosing a midship cabin or using motion remedies like Bonan, which is my favorite, make a big difference. Preparation brings peace, and this is one of those things that's very manageable. When we talk about safety, it's important to say this very clearly. Any crime or incident is one too many. A low number doesn't mean that it isn't serious, and it absolutely matters to the people and families affected. But when we step back and look at the overall picture, cruise ships are actually one of the most controlled vacation environments there is. There's 24/7 security cameras, restricted access, and strict reporting requirements. And here's a little perspective that helps. In 2025, about 37.7 million people cruised. If you average that out, that's roughly 9 million people in just the first quarter. During that same time, 48 crimes were reported. Yes, that number sounds high because it's the highest it's ever been, but that increase also matches the reality that more people are traveling than ever before. When you compare those numbers side by side, the chance of being involved in a crime on a cruise works out to be about 0.05%. Sharing that doesn't minimize harm, it simply just gives context. This one makes me smile because cruising today looks very different than it did years ago. There are ships designed for families, couples, solo travelers, and friend groups. Kids clubs, water parks, Broadway-style shows, adults-only spaces, it's all about choosing the right ship for your travel style. Cruises are actually one of the best vacation values out there. Your fare includes your room, most of the food, entertainment, and transportation to multiple destinations. Yes, there are optional extras, but they're clearly outlined ahead of time, and with the right planning, there are no surprises. The biggest myth of all is that you have to pay a travel agent to do all this research and book your cruise. You don't. Travel agents are paid by the cruise lines. You get expert guidance, help choosing the right ship, and someone advocating for you without paying extra. And if cruising has ever felt overwhelming or confusing, this is exactly where I come in. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. And if you're ready to cruise without the stress, I'd love to help you plan it, because once the myths are gone, cruising really does just make sense.